Warning dreams are preparing you for significant changes coming. Oftentimes, the Lord will send a message through a dream to a person who would be shocked to know of some significant changes that are coming in their life. Some of the changes may be good, but many may be hardships for the person to receive and may be a temporary setback. That's why when the Lord floats a thought or a dream to you about something that may be tough for you to receive, it is to prepare you to endure that situation when it actually manifests, so that you're not suddenly shocked and then given over to fear. It will give you a sense of peace knowing that you were aware of it. So remember the dreams that Joseph had. He had a dream about some grain, wheat. When Joseph was around 17 years old, he dreamed about gathering grain with his brothers in a field. And in his dream, Joseph's bundle of grain was tall, while his brothers' bundles bowed down to him. And when Joseph told his brothers about the dream, they became angry. They became jealous of him. And then he also had a dream about sun and moon and stars. And so in that second dream, he saw that the sun and the moon and the 11 stars bowed down to him. And this dream symbolized that Joseph would basically be ruling over his family, which of course made his brothers even more angry. So sometimes dreams should be kept to ourselves and not shared with family, not shared with anyone. It might be the Lord's just kind of preparing you for something that's going to happen, and it's best to keep it to yourself. So Joseph, of course, shared the dreams with his father and his brothers were angry and jealous of him, and ultimately they wanted to kill him, but instead they sold him as a slave, to an Egyptian. He eventually worked his way up to be in charge of Potiphar's estate, but Potiphar's wife lusted after him, wanted sex. So Joseph did the right thing. He ran from her, unfortunately left his jacket behind, and then she lied about him, said that he was trying to have sex with her, so he was imprisoned for 3 years. So things look pretty bleak, pretty horrible for him. Can you imagine being in jail for 3 years for something that you did not do? You actually obeyed the Lord. So it could have caused him to be greatly discouraged and sad and maybe even angry with God for having to suffer through that injustice. How many of us have suffered through injustices? But he probably thought about his dreams that the Lord gave him when he was 17 years old to give him hope to endure it. Ultimately, he interpreted a dream for the Pharaoh about a forthcoming season of drought for 7 years, which elevated him into the number 2 position in all of Egypt. And then he ended up seeing his dream come true when his brothers needed food, and they came and they actually bowed down to him. How amazing was that? So Romans 8:28 says, "And we know that all things work together for good to those that love God, to them who are called according to his purpose." So understand that the Lord will give you dreams or speak to you to give you an awareness and insight about future seasons in your life that might be unpleasant, so that you can still trust in him and make it through those tough times. We will all go through various trials and tribulations as it stretches our faith and trust in the Lord so that we can accomplish even more. So I have a book called Freedom from Soul Wounds and Demons. It's helping thousands of people around the world to be able to get healed, set free, delivered of some challenges that they've had in their life, so that they can actually hear from the Lord and be directed by the Lord. That book's available on Amazon in paperback, Kindle, and Audible. Again, Freedom from Soul Wounds and Demons. I also take people through personal sessions of healing and deliverance. Go out to our website, restored2tofreedom.com. Click on Contact Me and submit the form. Or you can call 317-459-7091. Thanks.